Welcome back to Fantastic Friday here on News Talk 93 FM. We're still in the segment Taught the Ting with Kim. It's the second half of our discussion, and we're looking at the topic, what is Lent and why is it important? All right, so we got some questions in from the previous segment where we looked at what is Lent, what's the meaning, how did it come about, what's it all about. Then we looked at why is it important to us, and then we looked at why do people give up something for Lent. Now, before the break, we were asking persons what are some of the things that they've given up for Lent, and we got some of the responses. We had person said they're giving up meat, person said they're giving up they were sticking to a vegetarian diet. One person said they're gonna give up their shyness. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but all the best on that mission. A person says, yeah, items like pork, chicken, and ice cream. Kellyanne says, no meat for me. Fiona says, but Christ gave up a lot for us, so why not give what you love? And that's what I'm saying. You see, it's gonna be more meaningful if you're giving up something that has an impact on your life. I know people gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm giving up TV. Like, you know, it's a long time you don't watch TV. Can you watch everything by your laptop? So you can't go around that. You think you're smart. So the more meaningful the item that you're giving up, the more meaningful the sacrifice or the effect will be on your life, or the change will be on your life. So everybody come talk and say, I'm giving up taking the bus. And you know, say you're gonna take taxi. That's, yeah, not a big sacrifice. Yeah? Unbeatable Champion says, yes, indeed. Great sacrifice. Share out the live, please. Yeah, man, share the live with a friend. Invite everybody to hop in. We're in the second half of the discussion as we look at what is Lent and why is it important. Persons are like, wait, why are we talking about Lent already? People, Lent begins on Ash Wednesday. And that's actually the Wednesday coming up. So Ash Wednesday is right around the corner. So this is a good topic for you to discuss and take practice in this year. All right, so definitely want to consider giving up something for Lent. Here, we're going to go ahead and help you with that one. All right, so join us. Let me go ahead and check the comments here. Yes, he says, not in a negative way, but on a positive way. No, but definitely, if you're moving from shyness to boldness, that's usually a positive move. Because if you're shy, you might not be able to do what you want to do, as in express yourself. You might miss out on opportunities. So especially when we're talking about, you know, getting the information out. Yeah, shy people usually are staying in the background, and they might not be, you know, the one to either win the competition or excel at the subjects that they need to, because it needs a little level of boldness to stand out. Yeah. All right, so yes, let's continue in our discussion segment looking at what is Lent and why is it important to us. Now, we continue the discussion with 7 interesting things you can give up for Lent. All right, so if you're considering participating in Lent this year and you're not sure what exactly you would want to give up, here are 7 suggestions I have for you. All right, now, as I said, when we're giving up something for Lent, we're giving up something that is meaningful, something that we would use or partake in on a regular basis. So don't come tell me, say, you give up lobster and you only eat lobster one time for the year and it's not during this time of the year. That doesn't work. You're trying to be slick, but we're not going for that. All right, so yeah, be smart. All right, if you're gonna tell me, say, I'm giving up my pullovers, and you know it's a Jamaica hat, you know, wear pullover during this time of the year, you think you're slick. Yeah, so it usually has to be something that you use on a regular basis or depend on a regular basis, so that way it's looked on as a sacrifice. All right, you're breaking yourself free from this thing. You're giving yourself a break from this thing. So number 1 on the list this year, one of the most impactful things or demanding thing in most of our lives, social media. Could you give up social media for Lent? 40 days, no social media. Would you be able to complete the challenge? Would you be up for the challenge? Now, here why social media was number one on our list. Taking a break from social media allows you to be more present in the moment. Focus on face-to-face interactions and eliminate the stress of constant notification. Social media, I tell you, you have persons who are talking to you or you're hanging out with them and they're still spending more time on social media than interacting with you because it's such a big part of their life. It's consuming their lives. So one of the best things you can probably give up for this period of Lent is social media. Now, because social media would have taken up so much time in our lives, giving up social media for Lent will give you time, more time to pray, more time to meditate, or more time to participate in engaging activities and productive activities. You'd be surprised how much you'd get done if you give social media a break. So that's why it lands number one on our list. Things that you could give up for this Lent period? Social media. All right, let me see. I have some feedback on the Instagram Live. Those of you on WhatsApp, 876-792-3530. Instagram Live. Kellyanne says, I need to give up swearing. Yes, you need to give that up permanently, not just for Lent, okay? Not just for Lent, but permanently. Because one thing is true, swearing is absolutely not necessary in your life. You don't need it. But people take a habit of it, and what happens is that they end up doing it even when they don't mean to. So if you practice not to use swearing or swear words or whatever it is, you'll find how much better and meaningful your life becomes. Fiona says, no social media before noon. That's a good adjustment to it. I know some people might be saying, okay, I do social media for work, or I do social media for other activities. Let's say you're a part of a sports group, or you do your, community service via social media. Fine. If you're not able to give up social media full time for the Lent period, let's go with the suggestion Fiona makes here, and let's give up social media for the first half of our day. So no social media before noon. Yeah? So 12 hours of the day, from midnight to noon. So therefore, you can't tell me say you're giving up social media before noon and you're going to stay up 7 a.m. the next day on social media. No, because you're not sleeping yet. No, we're talking about midnight to noon. So half of your day, no social media. Even though you're sleeping most of that half, that's fine, we'll accept it. But at least from midnight to noon, no social media. Let's see who's up for that challenge. Walk with me. Beautiful girl Toya says, for me, I'm giving up fear. I don't think you can give up fear that easily. You can try, but fear is something embedded in us, and it takes a lot of practice to get over. So you can't just start on the first day of Lent and say, I'm giving up fear. It's got to be more than that. And there are so many fears in the world that you might not have them listed down easily. So, if you're not able to give up social media full time for the period of Lent, a good suggestion is give up social media for the first half of your day, which is from midnight to noon. All right, that sounds like a challenge I'll be up for. Now, number 2 on the list, something that has a lot of us in a chokehold. You think you can't do without it, but yes, you can, because you probably were doing without it before when you were younger. But now that you're big, you are, taking full advantage of it. Junk food and sugary snacks. That's our number 2 pick. Let's try to give up junk food and sugary snacks for the period of Lent. I'm sure KFC won't miss you. Burger King won't miss you. Yeah? So give them a break. Someone will live at KFC and Burger King and all of the fast food chains, all of the junk food chains. I don't know how you guys do it. I probably go like once a month. So I should be able to take on this challenge. Would you be able to jump to this challenge for the period of Lent? Now, you ask, why did we pick junk food and sugary sweets? Now, this helps with both physical and spiritual discipline. Eliminating unhealthy foods encourages mindfulness about what you consume and promotes healthier choices. Sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, I can't find nothing else. That's because you're already joining the KFC line or the fast food line. You didn't even stop to think what you have at home. All right? So once you're giving up this junk food and sugary snacks, you're able to think about what other options are there. It can also serve as a reminder that the true satisfaction comes from spiritual nourishment rather than physical cravings. Yes, my friends. So, first thing you want to try and give up for Lent, social media. If not, you can try giving up junk food and sugary snacks. Or maybe you want to take on the challenge and do both. Let's go to the number 3 on our list. All right, check in with the comments on our Instagram page. Here we go. Fiona says amen to that one. Sweets, you gotta give up sweets. Beautiful girl says she's gonna try to give up both. Can also give up social events. All right, that ties in with social media. Let's see if we have it later on in our list. Lionel. Let me see. I'm gonna check out Queen Pat's comment in a few. All right, let's go to number 3 on our list. This one might be a bit tricky for a lot of you because you do it so often and it becomes second nature for you. You do not realize that you're doing it. You don't realize that you're doing it. But let's try to give up gossiping. Let's try to give up gossiping. Sometimes as soon as I sit down beside somebody, guess what? This a person and that the person, they do that and them, do that and them, say that. Come on, guys. That doesn't have to be a conversation. There's so much other things to talk about. Now, why do we put gossiping on our list of options for today? By avoiding gossiping, you cultivate kindness, integrity, and respect in your interactions. This practice helps to build stronger relationships and aligns with Christian values of love and unity. Now, one of the craziest things for me, is that if I sit down beside somebody and the first thing they're going to do when I sit down is gossip, that I'm fearful of what they say about me when I'm not there. I don't know how people do it. I cannot have a friend that is excessively gossiping because that means they're not going to tap me to when I'm there. So, gossiping is not healthy. And as it says, it doesn't look good. And oftentimes it's not kind. Because usually gossiping is usually something negative about the person. I hardly hear people gossip positively. Did you know that that person is doing a great job at work? I would never hear a gossip like that. Gossiping is usually towards negative side. Guess who dropped off a chair yesterday? Yeah. So, our first 3: social media, junk food and sugary treats or snacks, and gossiping. All right, let me see if I can see what Queen Pata says. Lionel, you were just talking about chicken leg. Cool now. When I talk about chicken leg, I'm talking about home-cooked meal. It's very hard to give up meat, but I can definitely give up junk food and sugary treats. So I'm not go to fast food place then. I'll have my home-cooked meal. I don't call my home-cooked meal junk food. That is hearty. Whether it's either baked chicken, fried chicken, whatever it is, it's not done in no deep fat oil fry whatever thing. Yeah. So, take time with me, Queen Pat. Don't attack me. Let's see. I see some more comments coming in. People, it's Funtastic 93 FM. Invite a friend, tell them to join the live, hit the follow button. Let's see. Kellyanne says my battery is dying. I have an old phone. I need a new one. Hush, Queen Kellyanne. Hush. I hope you can get some charging soon. But we're almost through with the show. We're coming down to the final segment. Let's hang in there. Fiona says amen to that. Amen to the gossiping. Yeah, because trust me, Some people don't realize how often they do it or how easily they do it. But give it up, man. If not forever, for Lent. Try not to be, the person that tell everybody business. Unbeatable says, I don't gossip, so I don't have to give up that. Trust me, I am surprised at how many people do it so easily. Queen Pat says, oh, I understand. All right, yeah. Welcome. I see some new people joining. Jump on, hit the follow button. It's Fantastic Friday. We have our final trivia segment coming up as well. You don't want to miss that. So we're talking about 7 things that you can give up for Lent if you're not sure what to give up. So far, we said social media, junk food and sugary treats or snacks, gossiping. Number 4 on our list, a lot of you are going to cry, but it's very much possible because we used to live without these services. But now, they have taken us into a section called binge watching. So we want to put a pause on that and let's try to give up streaming services for Lent this year. Let's try. So cut back on the binge watching of TV shows and movies. That should free up your personal time and give you time for personal development. Now, things like reading and strengthening your relationships with family and friends will get more time available for you. Now, it can also help to create room for prayer and reflection. So, the less binge watching you do, use that time to actually have physical connection, reflection, or you just pray and get closer to God. Give Netflix a break. Every evening, every show. Give it a little break. 40 days. I mean, if you don't want to pay the bill for that month, then well, how you go? You can do that? Yeah. Pause your service. You can actually pause it. I think there was something like that. Pause it and resume it next month. Yeah, after Lent is done. Number 5 on our list. Some of you can make the month done. As you get the money, it done. Unnecessary spending. Let's try to put a pause on that for the period of Lent. So by reducing your impulsive purchases, you practice financial control and self-control, as well as gratitude for what you already have. Half of the things that you buy, you don't even need. You buy your pink phone, you want a blue phone next. You want a green. Come on, how much phone you gonna get? You get a new case for the phone just last week. You see a new one, you're like, I gotta buy it. Unnecessary spending. Let's try to give that up for Lent. Now, here what you can do. The money that you save can be donated to charity or can be used for acts of generosity. And that's towards others in need, right? So, the savings that you have, you can give back. So, remember, we're talking about Lent. So, it's not about ourselves. We're giving up stuff. I know some people are like, oh yeah, the money when we save, we can use for buying new shoes. No, that is still unnecessary spending. So, the best option is to give up the unnecessary spending and then use that money that you save to give unto the needy. All right? If you're going to buy something that you're going to give to somebody else. All right. Now, number 6 on our list of things that you can give up for Lent this year. It's going to be a bit tricky, but let's try to give up complaining. Yeah, some of us complain every minute of the day. Why the chicken so small? Why the box so little? How come me have 1 rice and them have 2 more rice than me? How come me never get this? Come on, guys. Choosing to focus on gratitude instead of complaints fosters a more positive outlook on life. Practicing thankfulness allows you to appreciate blessings rather than dwell on difficulties. Do you know that you can go through your day without complaining? It's something that you're practicing on. So the fact that you complain for every single thing is that you have been practicing to complain, so it becomes second nature. So for Lent this time of the year, let's try to give up complaining. You might not be perfect, but you can try to make the sacrifice. Let's go to number 7. This is for all you hot stuff out there who feel you can't go a day without stopping at the coffee shop. We know the names. We're not calling the names. Caffeine. Let's try to give up caffeine. Giving up coffee, sodas, energy drinks can be a test of self-control, helping you break that dependence on that stimulant. It also encourages you to find natural sources of energy, such as getting enough rest and staying hydrated. People, we just dropped 7 things that I think you should try to give up for Lent. Now, you don't have to give up all 7 of them. If you want to take up the challenge, I'm with you on that. But if not, pick and choose which one you can give up. And don't give it up because it's easy for you to give up, you know. It's all about a sacrifice. It must be something that you're working on. So don't just take the easy route. Take something that you know will be a challenge, but take that challenge knowing that it's going to be worth your development. All right? Jumping on the comment section here. Fiona says, word, I agree. Spend what you have and don't spend what you don't have. You have people right now that spending money for March pay and March they haven't come yet. Oh, I'll just take this out of the March pay. March not reach yet. Oh, you thought you make plans for March pay. That sounds like it's unnecessary. It sounds like something that can wait. Fiona says, increase your offering. That's a good option as well. When you save that money, put that extra saving towards your offering. It's something that you're going to give. Fiona says, oh wow, your list is realistic. That's true. These are things that you can give up. I feel like I'm going to complain tonight, you know. What are you going to complain about, Unbeatable? Oh my gosh. All right, people. These are our 7 things that I think you should try to give up for Lent this year. You don't have to give up all 7 as I mentioned before, but here they are again. Social media. Take a break. And if you're not able to do it for the full day, for the 40 days, set yourself to social media free start to your day. So no social media before midday. 12 noon, no social media. You can pick up the rake after that. All right? And try to go to your bed at midnight. Don't touch the phone after midnight for social media. Number 2 on our list, junk food and sugary snacks. This is not only a spiritually healthy option, but it's a healthy option because you will be forcing yourself to choose healthier food items, which your body will thank you for later. Number 3, give up gossiping, no man. Every day you just ning, so with the people in business. Give up gossiping, please. Yeah. We have Observer, we have the Gleaner for the news. Let it not be your task for this period of Lent. 4, streaming services. Give the networks them a break. You know the apps them. The binge watching 17 episodes in one night. You know how much free time that you can actually put into productive items, some reflection, some meditation. Yeah. Let's try to give up streaming services. Number 5, unnecessary spending. Just a donate money, so. And then I borrow back money. If you go spend back the money when it's never necessary. When you're looking at the closet, you have 7 shoes. When you wear your tie, you go buy 1 more. Let's give up unnecessary spending for the period of Lent. I'm watching you guys out there now. Payday come, I'm watching you. All right. Number 6 on our list, complaining. People, sometimes some things happen, you do have to open your mouth to complain. There's always something to give thanks for. Let's practice gratitude instead of complaining. And number 7 on our list, let's get natural energy in our diet and give up coffee, sodas, or energy drinks. People, Lent is more than just giving up something though. It's about spiritual growth, self-reflection, and becoming a better version of yourself. Now, whether you choose to fast, give up a habit, or focus on acts of kindness, the journey of Lent is a personal one and a spiritual one that can lead to renewed faith and a deeper sense of purpose. So I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion segment today. I want to thank everybody for being a part of our show today. And consider giving up one of these things, or more than one if you can, for the period of Lent. It begins on Ash Wednesday, which will be Wednesday coming. So you can get all the information you need from now and start practicing to give up these habits. All right? I want to thank everybody for the comments on the live. I see a bit of comments still coming in. We got about just a minute and a half before the final break as we wrap up the show. Unbeatable, no girl, don't do it. That's beautiful girl Toya talking to Unbeatable. Chef says, if you need it, buy it. If you don't, don't buy it. You see, that's the thing, you know, Chef. People will tell themselves that they need it, even when they don't. So, I know there are ways to figure out whether you need it or not, or whether it's an essential buy. And you know as well. You just have to be disciplined. Fiona says, use the time to give thanks for small mercies. And beautiful Toya says, amen. And with that says, people, we've come to the end of our show. Another fantastic Friday. We had giveaway prizes. Big up to Unbeatable Champion with $200 credit prize. And Queen Pat with $200 credit prize. I'm going to check the comments to see who was our trivia winner for the movie pass for $200 and $100 credit. And the first person to tell me what was the last thing I said to give up and how many things that I said to give up, you will be our final winner for today of $100 credit prize. How many items did I list and what was the last one on the list? I'll keep an eye out on the live. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a safe weekend. Behave yourself out there. Lent is coming up. I'll catch you guys next week. Unbeatable Champion with caffeine 7. Fiona says 7. 7 things, 6 caffeine. People, Unbeatable takes the prize with that one. She's gone up to $300 credit. Queen Pat lists out everything. I didn't ask her for everything. People, it was a great show. Thanks. See you guys next week. Follow us on Instagram for more updates. We're out. Everywhere.